So remember how I told you that Bob and I were about thinking about doing that Mumble podcast thing, the Mumble Cast?
No, I know that we talked about a radio show between you, me, and Ben. That's about it. I had nothing about a podcast.
Remember I told you like a week ago on the way back from the movies? It was after I sent you the short little clips of Bob doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
things.
I remember it vaguely now that you say that.
Yeah. So basically, we want you to do some sort of an intro for it, if you can do that for me.
Like, what type of intro? Like, animated or just
No,
something?
just if you can say
Like edit something together?
if you can just say hi, you're listening to the Mumble Cast, something like that.
But just kind of mumble it?
Yeah.
I can try. Why do you need me to do it right now?
Yeah, just give it a go. It doesn't need to be very professional, just whatever you got.
Hi, and welcome to the Mumble Cast. Is that as good as you want it? I don't know. I can try again. I don't normally mumble on command.
I think that was probably pretty good, but if you want to try another one, go ahead.
Hello and welcome to the Mumble Cast.
Alright, perfect. I think we got it.
Okay.
It was actually easier than I thought it would be.
You didn't think you'd get there today.
No, I didn't. That's because the last game I played took like 3 days to finish.
Are you gonna tell Aunt Nora? Are you gonna ring Aunt Nora up and tell her?
Write Aunt Nora a poem?
No, you don't have to write her a poem. It's not that serious.
Write her a letter?
Can you try and write a poem right now that you would send to Aunt Nora about you winning that game? What would that sound like?
Hang on, I'll pull up a sticky note to see if I can write one.
Okay.
Dear Aunt Nora, I do implore you.
Flying out of the gates here, Bob.
I beat the game. I'll never be the same. I came out on top. Call me the cream of the crop.
Please.
No, that doesn't rhyme. Well,
Parenthetically.
next line.
Okay.
Please, I crushed it. It was so lit.
Okay. You didn't enunciate that perfectly, I don't think.
That's okay. I'm really flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, you'll be able to read it out in its entirety later.
Okay, I got it. Ready?
Yeah.
Dear Aunt Nora, I do implore you. I beat the game. I'll never be the same. I came out on top. Call me the cream of the crop. Please, I crushed it. It was so lit. Don't contact me again. I'll never say how, why, or when.
What? Why are you telling her not to contact you again?
Because I don't want her to contact me.
Why?
I'm
That has
slipping.
nothing to do with the rest of your poem. Alright, good job.
Are you you're watching the Blue Channel? You know, you'd think Blondie would be a golden retriever, but
No, it's a
she's
German
not.
Shepherd, right?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, good. See, I know
What do
my
you
stuff about Hitler's dogs.
But you'd think Blondie, golden shepherd, golden retriever, I mean?
Yeah, but come on. You're not thinking like Hitler.
Do you want to hear about Eva Braun's two dogs?
Boy, do I.
They were both Scottish Terriers. and they were named Nagus and Stassi.
Oh my god.
Not very as cool as Blondie.
No. Are they like Blondie's acolytes or something?
I don't know. I mean, they're Scottish Terriers, so they're shorter than Blondie, right? Yeah, Scottish Terriers are short.
I don't know. What if they're like a big terrier, though?
Yes.
Or if they're like a chunky one? Like Chunk.
Blondie played a role in Nazi propaganda by portraying Hitler as an animal lover.
There you go.
Dogs like Blondie were coveted as Germanische Hund, being close to the wolf, and became very fashionable during the Nazi era.
Not fashionable. LOL.
No.
Do you love jokes
Hitler
about
expressed-
fascism?
Hitler expressed doubts about the cyanide capsules he had received through Heinrich Himmler's SS. To verify the capsule's potency, Hitler ordered Dr. Werner Haas to test one on Blondie, who died as a result.
Oh well.
Hitler killed her like that.
I don't think he was much
I
of an
thought he just
animal
shot
lover.
her. I thought he shot her in the bunker.
Yeah, well, you learn something new about Blondie every day. You try and learn something about Blondie.
Oh, no. Here we go. According to Albert Speer,
Okay.
Hitler killed Blondie because he feared that the Russians would capture and torture her after overrunning the bunker.
I don't think they would do that. What would they have to gain from torturing Blondie?
I don't know, but I don't know. If I was stuck in the bunker, I'd fear for my dog.
I don't think I would.
Well, you're not an animal lover like me and Hitler.
Like Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blondie had puppies and they were given away, I think.
No. Maybe. I don't know.
Hitler named one of the puppies Wolf. A wolf.
Wolf.
His favorite nickname in the meaning of his own first name, Adolf, Noble Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
One of Blondie's puppies was reserved for Eva Braun's sister, Gretl.
Gretl. Is that a kind of trebuchet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are you talking? Is Gretl a type of trebuchet?
Yeah. Is it?
No.
Then why did they give Blondie's puppers to a Gretl?
Why didn't they give one of Hitler's dog's puppies to a trebuchet?
Or a kind of trebuchet, yeah.
Are there different kinds of trebuchet?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to puzzle out here. Does your Wikipedia article say anything about that? Can you look up Gretl the trebuchet?
Okay, I was gonna look up if there are different kinds of trebuchets, but I can just look up Gretl trebuchet. Trebuchet. Nope, it's giving me all kinds of weird fucking.
Click on one of the links and just see what the website is and start reading it.
I'm gonna share my screen, and this is the very first thing that came up when I looked up share screens.
Gretl the trebuchet.
Okay, back up. Here's trebuchet. This is the very first.
What? Come on, read it to me.
Font base equals default sans serif Verdana Arial Helvetical sans serif size equals 2 span dear Ignacio. Thank you for answering. And then a smiley face.
What made this come up?
I think we could use the same default options for the GUI and the DC's function. What do you think, Alan? Face equals trebuchet MS. default sans serif for Dana Arial Helvetical sans serif. Where's the next text thing?
This just looks like nonsense, but there is actually a conversation hidden in all of this.
That's so weird.
What do you think, Alan?
Talking
Spelled
about
really
the DC's
peculiar.
function Gretl function reference says
I see something that says Dear Gretl Team.
X12 Arima offer numerous options. DC calls them with all options at their default settings. I tried to replicate using the GUI what the DC's function does, but I can't get the same results. I think default functions for the GUI are different from those of the DC's function.
Keep going.
What the hell? I found another thing that says Gretl list. Gretl users at list.wfu.edu. Ignacio Diaz and Peranza.
Do you think, like, what do you think the chances are of finding somebody in the world who understands what that website is?
I mean, this just looks like it's in what is it called? It's like HTML, I think.
Yeah, it's in some sort of fucking code or something, but I mean, like, what the hell is going on? Even if it was coded properly and we got like an interface, what are they talking about?
It looks like an interface for the emails. This is like if Google Mail was broken down into HTML code.
So this is like somebody's email conversation?
Yeah. Which is
weird. Why is it like available through a search?
I don't know. Well, that's what you get when you look up Gretl Trebuchet. I hope that's satisfactory.
What are the images?
There's Amy Schumer. That's the only one I know.
Are there any ones that are really weird?
There's Hitler and Merkel. Here's some Power Rangers action figures.
Okay.
Here's some kooky drums.
Damn, Gretl.
It's a close-up picture of a spoon and a fork.
But, okay, so can we conclude that Gretl is not a kind of trebuchet?
Yes, I think we can determine that.
Okay. Well, we tried our best. Probably more than anyone ever has.
Yeah.
Except those people in that email.
Yeah, I guess.
Understand? What is this, steak?
What's going on here?
Marlon Mothma. Gosh! Look, Max, it's Marlon.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
I guess.
You don't get it. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. Imagine like Goofy and Max Goof are at the rebel base, and they
So not a
see
historical
Mothma
town this
like
time.
he's a celebrity, and that Goofy says, "Gosh, Mothma, Max, look, it's Mothma."
Gosh, it's Bail Organa.
Gosh, Max, look, it's Max Rebo. You two have the same name.
Max Rebo's not at the fucking rebel base.
Yeah, but like at this point in time, the rebel base is like a historical theme park, and all these people are there. You know?
Oh Wait, what? It's a historical theme park. And so they brought in top entertainer Max Rebo.
No, he's just there visiting.
Why?
Because it's a historical theme park now.
Why is it a historical theme park?
Because the war is over. And now
But
it's
they
like
make a theme park and they put Mon Mothma there, and somehow Goofy and Max Goof are there.
Yes, because they're visiting.
Why?
Because they like the history of
That's such
the
a weird
rebel.
crossover.
They're both Disney. That's not that weird.
It's pretty weird.
I don't know. I think it's funny.
Because one of them's like
People are,
bread
"That's
and butter
funny."
Disney, and the other one's like New Age Disney. You know?
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
New Age Disney? Which one's New Age Disney?
Like Star Wars. They haven't had it that long, have they?
I mean, yeah, the acquisition is new, but Star Wars itself isn't
Yeah,
that
but it's
new.
not Disney. Come on.
It's Disney.
Mon
It's owned by
Mothma is
Disney.
not a creator of Walt. A creation of Walt.
You're right.
Walt.
She's not.
Walt went to his grave not knowing what the hell a Mon Mothma was.
Did he? When did Walt Disney
Yeah,
die?
but that crossover is so weird. It's like saying like, what if Dilbert from the Dilbert comic strip was featured on a Sweet Life on Deck episode?
That'd be really funny.
No, it wouldn't. It'd
That'd
be
be
weird.
so weird. What would Delbert or the Sweet Life on Deck cast say?
I don't know.
They have nothing in common.
No, it's like Max, Goof, and Mon Mothma.
And Goofy, he's there too.
Goofy's just the vehicle.
The vehicle.
No,
What does that mean?
I don't know. He's pretty cool. He's pretty goofy.
He is.
Oh man. This-
No. Mon Mothma meeting the goose.
And Dilbert meeting the cast of Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah.
Why would they ever do that? What kind of a choice would that be, Disney, you idiots? Get it together.
I mean, I'd watch that. They'd abandon me if they did that.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I still have the, I just closed Minecraft and I still have the sticky note with the poem I wrote on it.
Oh, good. Can you please, like, write that out and mail it to her?
No,
You don't have to say who it's from.
you're right, I
Just
don't.
don't put in, or put, like, Chase's return address on it.
Ugh.
Or, like, someone she would know, like Max Rebo.
I don't think she knows Max Rebo.
Man, you're on some lane.
I know by it's the one trues. Are they song lyrics?
Bob will have to decide.
I'll go to
I
second.
just don't stop unless you're playing Pac-Man and running from the cops. It's like a nice chocolate sundae with a cherry on top. I've got a leather, I don't know what that word is, Cadillac, and I love to hip hop. The ones. Or, no, these ones.
You probably didn't know it.
Each one. It just don't stop unless you're playing Pac-Man and running from the cops. It's like a nice chocolate sundae with a cherry on top. I've got a leather Cadillac and I love to hip hop.
Is this a quote from, like, that crazy dude that likes Pac-Man a little too much?
No.
No. I'm pretty sure you're watching the Blue Channel. Is that like you play your boner like a trombone?
No, like a
Sure.
trombone, you just yank it.
Oh, you yank your trombone like a trombone. tromboner.
Well, I mean, the tromboner is just a funny little name I gave it.
Oh, so yanking the trombone makes it a tromboner.
No, it's still just a trombone, but I just called it a tromboner.
Well, why the hell are you calling it a tromboner if it
Because
doesn't
I
mean
hate
anything?
convention. Okay?
Okay.
Almost as much as I hate apartheid.
Almost.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
You know what I hate almost as much as apartheid?
What's that?
Tromboners.
No, I hate convention almost as much, and that's why I called them tromboners, because that's not a conventional name for a trombone.
Marlon Mothma. Gosh, look, Max, it's Marlon.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it like a disco?
No, but
a
so
dance?
there's the blue line, right?
There's the blue line.
So there's the blue line,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of the freshman dorms. It's like on
Okay.
so this dorm, it's not one of the freshman dorms, but this freshman
So
dorm.
what is it?
Well, listen, okay? So this freshman dorm has like 8 different dorms that are all connected by like a little hallway in between each one. They're like these big blocks. And it's called trees, and each one of them is named after a different kind of tree. And then at the very end, and so this is like tucked away in a corner of campus because this dorm is already like way out there. There's this thing called the blue line, okay? Understand? Okay, so you go in there, and first off, when you walk in, there's like a weird sort of staircase to throw you around. It's like a fool's staircase with a cage in front of it, and it looks like the entrance to some sort of seedy fight club. And so you're like, no, I don't want to go down there because that looks sketchy, but you can anyway. It's caged off. And then you find the right staircase, or you can actually take an elevator down. To my knowledge, this is the only elevator in any freshman dorm on campus. Is this one like tucked away in the back of this long ass building at the very end that goes down to the blue line. So you go down, and you're in this little cubular white room, and there's like 4 different doors you can take. And let's see. I think two of them might actually be locked. And there's no telling which one's the right one to get into the blue line, right? Like the blue line, right? It's posted up. The blue line, looks like a fun thing you want to go check out. You can imagine that.
Okay. I still don't understand what it is.
Well, this is about as much understanding as anybody has who hasn't gone to investigate it themselves. So, you go in, you find the right door, and for some reason, in this dingy, weird little white room in the furthest reach of the campus that nobody goes to, people post flyers for things in there. Like, there was a flyer to like get tickets to a Red Sox game, and I'm like, and there was a flyer for somebody's like student council campaign. I'm like, who the fuck is gonna see this? And I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to picture how desolate this place is, but you go there.
So,
and
what do
then
you do there?
You find the right door to take you into the blue room, right? You're excited. You're gonna get to see it. You don't know what it is. It just looks funky, okay? Or the sign they have outside looks funky. In the blue line, I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be like a subway, because the subs, in Boston, they're called the Green Line, the Red Line, all that crap. And you open this door, and you're in like a fucking clubhouse, right?
Okay.
There's like a stand-up comedy stage against one wall. There's like all kinds of couches and chairs around it that aren't the same couches or chairs that they have anywhere else on campus. So it's like this unique furniture to the school. There's like a outdoor garbage can, like just there. That's not the same ones that they have outdoor at campus or I've seen anywhere else here. There's two TVs, like flat screen TVs on like a wheelie thing, and one of them had toothpaste smeared on it. And then,
Whoa.
okay, are you following me?
Very loosely following you.
Okay, and so there's this comedy stage, and you don't know why it's there. There's like these two weird garage doors, and bear in mind, you're like in a basement. And there's no way this is going anywhere outside. And these two garage doors just like open up into a weird little storage room that's really dark. And there's more couches shoved in there. And there's like 3 different doors from there. One of them's locked. One of them looked open, but we were too scared to go open it. So we go back into the main clubhouse. And there's like
So, do people like hang out here?
I don't know. It looks like it's meant for that, but nobody would, and it's like in such a state of disrepair. All right.
So it was supposed to be a place for people to
It looks
hang
like
out.
when they made it, they thought they would do that, but then after they made it, they just dropped it, and because they don't say it, they're not like, hey, there's an event in the blue room, or come check out the blue room. There's just this weird, at the end of this dorm, there's like a sign that says the blue line, and it looks like a funky, like it looks like the sign of a comedy club.
Okay.
And so you go, and so there's this like really professional kind of looking bar, and it has like really nice like hand blown glass lights hanging down above it, but it's just like
Whoa.
it's filthy. And there's a really old toaster on the counter, and that's the only thing on the counter. And then you go behind the counter, and there's like a fucking industrial cast iron wash basin sink that looks like you'd wash a body down with acid in it. Like, and it's fucking filthy. There's like grime all over it. There's a refrigerator back there too. The only thing in it, and this was there months ago. I don't know how long it's been there, but it was at least there months ago. There's a big tub of Greek yogurt in there, and that's the only thing. Except now, because we put a jar of fig jelly in there. And then on top of that, there's a popcorn machine, like one of the old-fashioned ones they'd have in a movie theater. Then there's a really old landline phone that's connected, and it has a number, as if there's going to be like some sort of chef there taking orders at this weird sink. And then you go back into the main area. There's these 2 like dining booths that don't look like dining booths anywhere else on campus, so it's a unique buy. And last time I was in there, there was a pizza box at one of the tables that had like 3 slices of pizza in it, and there were leaves on top of the pizza. The pizza.
What the fuck is this place?
The pizza wasn't like moldy or anything, but there were just leaves on top of it. And then today there were like jewel pods, you know, for like vapes. There were 2 of those, and there was a sock on one of the booths. And then there's this like now it's actually behind the garage doors, but it used to be out. There's like this weird like table where you make sushi. Like, next to the stand-up thing. And there's just no fucking explanation at all to what the hell this room is. And it's filthy. There's like random garbage everywhere. The furniture is like all ratty at this point, and it looks like they put so much effort into it. Like they made that sign, the staircases to it, they like painted blue and yellow, but you never hear about it. And it's so like everything about it is the most absurd thing.
So it sounds like this was supposed to be like a fun comedy hangout joint on campus, but now it's just degraded into a crack den?
Basically, dude. It's so weird. If you ever come visit me, I'll have to show it to you.
I absolutely want to see this when I come and visit.
It's so
It
dumb.
so weird.
It's so dumb. Oh, the blue.
Is this the first time you've been down there?
The second time. Because the first time I was there and we discovered the Greek yogurt. And I
Okay.
have a jar of fig jam that Dana gave me just as like a joke gift or whatever. And so I knew when I was moving out, I don't want to take that fig jam home with me. I don't even like figs. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna
You
bring
don't
it to
even
the.
like figs?
No, who likes a fig?
I like figs.
All right, well you suck. Okay.
After all these fig jokes, all these fig years, you don't
A
even
fig is
like
funny,
figs?
but come on. I mean, they're okay. I mean,
You're not allowed to make
it's, I
fun of
have
figs
no
anymore.
animosity against a fig, but it's just okay. But anyway, so I want to put it there and see how long it'll stay there. And the true test is because, you know, I'm leaving tomorrow, so the school year is over. It'll let me see if they do any sort of maintenance on it in the summer, if they even check this fucking weird ass room. But like, yeah, it looks like something they've had plans for it to be something, but then at the same time, like, why is there the weirdest, like, creepiest sink in there? Like, it so doesn't fit. And who put leaves on top of those slices of pizza and left?
This sounds so bizarre.
I love it.
Gosh, Bobby Hill, I sure do love it here at Tato Park. I love it too, Goofy. Hey, you hear that sound out in the distance? Gosh, what's that, Bobby Hill? I don't think I hear anything. Listen closer, Goofy. We gotta go investigate. Yeah, that's right, Goofy. Let's go investigate. Look, Bobby Hill, it seems to be some sort of troglodyte version of Dan Down, and he seems to be gasping for breath as he writhes on the ground. What? I can't make out what he's saying. Gosh, Bobby Hill sure does look like he's in an awful amount of pain. It sure does, Goofy. I can't make out what he's saying. Here, let me lean in a little closer. I need a haircut. I need a haircut. Need a haircut. Gosh, Bobby, it sounds like he's asking for a haircut. It seems like death is knocking on his door, but all he wants is a haircut. Oh, you better help him. Gosh. Yeah, that's right, Goofy. I'm gonna go get my tweezers and scissors and my comb. Hurry, Bobby. It looks like he's gonna pass any second now. Need a haircut. Need a haircut. There, Dan. We got you a haircut. Now you can go in peace. Go in peace, troglodyte Dan Down. You got your haircut. Haircut. Bobby, we better have a moment of silence for troglodyte Dan Down as he was gasping for a haircut. Alright, let's get back to Tato Park, my favorite place on earth. That's right, Goofy, I love it too.
Alright, yeah, so I guess you can try and do a cool outro for us now too, just whatever feels right.
This was the Mumble Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Come back next time for some more mumbles and maybe ham.
Ham.
Ham. Ham.
Alright, thanks.
I don't know how you feel about that, but there, take it as it is.